My dear students, welcome to my channel. Today I am going to give you complete solution of the exercises from the lesson The Half-Closed Eyes of the Buddha and the Slowly Sinking Sun, a story which you have to study under compulsory English of grade 12 according to new course. Let's get started. Okay, answer the following questions. How does the tourist describe his initial impression of the Kathmandu Valley? Okay, answer. The tourist describes his initial impression of the Kathmandu Valley as green with geographical field, earthen building in red, yellow and white, and the aroma of soil and mountains in the air. According to the tourist, why is the West indebted to the East? According to the tourist, why is the West indebted to the East? टुरिस्ट का अनुसार वेस्टहरू अर्थात् पश्चिमाहरू पूर्वीय दर्शनप्रति किन आभारी छन्? Answer. The West is indebted to the East as the East has given the West the Puranas, image of the brass, ornament of ivory, manuscript of palm leaves, and the inscription on copper plate as well as a civilization. How does the tourist interpret the gaze of the monks and nuns? Answer. The tourist interpret or explain the gaze of monks and nuns as the samyak gaze, that is entire look, which means the sight that perceives everything in its true form. Why do the tourists think Nepali people are wonderful and exceptional? ती टुरिस्टले नेपाली जनताहरू किन अति रमाइला र एकदम विशेष खालका छन् भन्छन्? Answer. The tourists believe that Nepali people are wonderful and exceptional because of their welcoming smiles, peaceful and coexistent lives, their skillful arts of ornamentation and style in the wooden pictures, their belief in deities, traditional and unique music and ornaments, etc. Number E. What are the different kinds of communities in the Kathmandu Valley and how do they coexist with each other? Answer. The different kinds of communities found in the Kathmandu Valley are Aryans, non-Aryans, Hindus, and Buddhists, and they coexist with each other in harmony. What does the tourist feel about the Temple of Adinath? Temple of Adinath, आदिनाथको मन्दिर बारेमा तिनको के भनाइ छ? The tourist feels the Adinath temple is a live example of Nepalese tolerance and coexistence. Why does the guide take the tourist to the remote village? Answer. The guide takes the tourist to the remote village to find the harsh reality of people living beyond the scenario. He wants to show the poverty and sympathetic elements of the beautiful country about which the tourist was totally unaware. What does the innocent village couple think of the doctor? Answer. The innocent village couple accepts him as the eldest son who has brought a life-restoring treatment across the 7 seas for his brother. What are the differences between the paralyzed child and his sister? Answer. The difference between the paralyzed child and his sister are that the entire body of the paralyzed child is worthless. He can't speak or crawl, and just his eyes are living parts of his body, whereas the sister's whole body operates normally. Why does the guide show the instance of poverty to the tourist? Answer. The guide shows the instance of poverty to the tourist to show him the pulse of our reality and to show the complete beauty without any expression of the poverty. Reference to the context. Which narrative technique is used by the author to tell the story? How is this story different from other stories you have read? यो स्टोरी कुन नेरेटिभ टेक्निकमा लेखिएको छ र अरूभन्दा कसरी भिन्न छ? एन्सर. To narrate the story of the half-closed eyes of the Buddha and the slowly sinking sun, author Shankar Lamichhane uses the stream of consciousness technique. It is a storytelling technique that seeks to accurately portray a character's thoughts. It is a voice within, but it's also something more. Stream of consciousness storytelling uses pre-association, repetition, sensory observations, and strange or non-existent punctuation and grammar to let readers understand a character's mental state and worldview. This story is different from conventional stories in that the story records what the characters think instead of showing actions and events. How is the author able to integrate two fragments of the narration into a unified whole? दुईटा टुक्राहरू जो अलग अलग खालका छन् तिनीहरूलाई नेरेटरले एउटै कथामा कसरी जोडेका छन् भनेर सोधिएको छ है। The author of the story, The Half-Closed Eyes of the Buddha and the Slowly Sinking Suns, aims weave together two separate narratives by linking them to each other via the use of eyes. The tourists know only about the brighter and happier side of the country, but the guide also knows miserable side of the nation as well. It is clear from this passage that the author is talking about what's going on in her or his town and what people do to make money. Using farmers as an analogy, he points out that farmers are often ignorant of the world around them because they are busy in their own struggleful world. As a result, he conveys a message about the need of seeing things from a different perspective in order to grasp the whole scope of the issue. A stream of consciousness storytelling method and the use of the eyes to describe the importance of the sight and activities are used by him to connect the guide's trip with the tourist's observation of the object. The author brings some historical and legendary references in the story. Collect these, collect these references and show their significance in the story. The story, The Half-Closed Eyes of the Buddha and the Slowly Sinking Sun, blends historical and legendary references in the story. Even the Puranas demonstrate Nepalese pride in their heritage. Brass and ivory sculpture, palm leaf manuscript, and copper plate inscriptions all show Nepalese cultural richness. They are mainly Gautam Buddha's eyes are illuminated by a beautiful sunset light that depicts Nepal as a land of hope and peace. Bhikshus are said to symbolize the Samyak gaze, which is a perspective of reality that sees all things as really there. An overflowing Bagmati river indicates that Manjushri's sword struck Chobar, which allowed humans to dwell in Kathmandu Valley. In terms of Nepali tolerance and unity, mention of the Adinath temple in the story is the finest example. Historically, Princess Brikuti and King Angshuvarma had ties to neighboring countries such as Tibet. The author talks about the eyes in many places. The eyes of the seven monks and nuns, eyes in the windows and doors panels, the eyes of the Himalayas, the eyes of the paralyzed boy, the eyes of the welcoming villagers, and above all, the half-closed eyes of the Buddha. Explain how all the instances of eyes contribute to the overall unity of the story. Eyes are mentioned in a variety of ways, including the seven monks and nuns, the Himalayas, the paralyzed boy's eyes, the welcoming villager's eyes, and finally the Buddha's half-closed eyes. Eyes capture the memories and everyone's eyes or simply perspective differ from one another. Everybody has different views and different experiences. All in all, everyone's eyes are safeguarded by the Lord Buddha's half-closed eyes, is implied by these many instances of eyes. Thus, these people's eyes reveal a new culture, religion, natural beauty, and the land of Buddha, even if the history books were born today. The journey of a tourist becomes more meaningful because of the memories that are formed via the eyes. In short, Nepal is complete because of the existence of such varying eyes, because such eyes has seen different things, memories and perspectives. This way, I have come to an end of my video, and if you like my video, like the video and subscribe the channel so that you will get notified when I upload next video which may be useful to you.